What if the most controversial markets are not broken? What if they are simply badly designed? You hear people argue about sex work. You hear people argue about organ sales. You hear people argue about drugs, surrogacy, and abortion. And almost every debate gets stuck immediately. One side says immoral, the other side says freedom. Then nothing moves. But Alvin Roth asks a different question. What if the real issue is not whether a market exists? What if the real issue is how that market is built? That is the brutal idea behind this book. Markets are not just about price. They are about allocation, harm, access, and design. If you click away now, you may keep thinking these debates are impossible, but this book says many of them are only badly framed. In this video, I will give you 3 exact frameworks from this book. You will learn why some transactions are called repugnant markets. You will understand why bans rarely solve the problem completely. You will see how smart market design can reduce harm. By the end, you will think more clearly about moral trade-offs. You will see why evidence matters more than slogans, and you will understand how markets can help with difficult social questions. This is not a book about being cynical. This is a book about being practical when values collide. The book we are breaking down today is Moral Economics. It was written by Alvin E. Roth with Gary Tiedemann. Roth is a Nobel Prize-winning economist. He is one of the world's leading experts in market design. Why should you listen to him? Because he is not just theorizing. He helped design real markets, including kidney exchange systems. That work saved lives. So when Roth talks about controversial markets, he is not speaking abstractly. He is asking how real rules shape real outcomes. The book focuses on repugnant transactions. That means deals people may reject on moral grounds, even when buyers and sellers want them. That is the center of the whole argument. The first major idea is that repugnance is not the same as harm. That sounds subtle. It is actually huge. People often say a transaction should be banned because it feels wrong, but Roth pushes you to ask a harder question. What exact harm are we trying to prevent? Sometimes there is real coercion. Sometimes there is danger. Sometimes there is exploitation. But sometimes the objection is just disgust, tradition, or moral discomfort. Those are not the same thing. The book insists that policy should not confuse emotional reaction with evidence. My honest take? This is one of the strongest parts of the book. It forces a cleaner debate, not, do I hate this? But what does the policy actually do? The second major idea is that bans often push markets underground. That is the brutal practical lesson. If you prohibit a transaction entirely, it does not always disappear. It can move into black markets, and black markets often create more danger, not less. That matters in debates about drugs, sex work, and other contested exchanges. Roth does not argue that everything should be legal. He argues that prohibition has costs. It can reduce transparency, it can make people less safe, and it can give more power to criminals or exploiters. That is why market design matters. If a market is going to exist, the rules should reduce harm as much as possible. This is a very Roth-style argument. He does not start with ideology, he starts with outcomes. The third major idea is that good market design can save lives and reduce conflict. This is where the book gets constructive. Roth's kidney exchange example is the best-known one. Instead of paying for kidneys, incompatible donor-patient pairs are matched with other pairs. That allows more transplants without money changing hands. It is a workaround for a morally sensitive problem, and it shows the book's larger point. You do not always have to choose between pure prohibition and pure free-for-all. You can design institutions that fit human values better. That could mean safer markets, better matching systems, or policies that separate valid concerns from emotional reflex. My honest take? This is the book's deepest strength. It gives you a third lane, not ban everything, not allow everything. Design better. The best thing about this book is its seriousness. It treats controversial topics without cheap slogans. It also offers a humane way to think about markets people usually avoid. The flaw? Some readers will find the subject matter uncomfortable, and because the book is built around trade-offs, it does not give simple moral certainty. That can be frustrating, but it is also honest. Who is this book for? If you care about public policy, read it. If you care about market design, read it. If you want a smarter way to think about morally charged transactions, read it. Here are 3 zero-cost steps to take tomorrow. Step 1. Pick one controversial market and separate repugnance from actual harm. Step 2. Ask what a ban would really do. Would it stop the market or just push it underground? Step 3. Look for a design solution before reaching for a moral slogan. If you want the free PDF summary, check the description. If this video helped, buy me a coffee and subscribe.